Right, here we go. Monday morning. I'm been a bad weekend of it. They said we was going to have rain, but we never had much here anyhow. I hope everybody's all right and staying safe and staying well. But there we are. I got to get my hair cut again. I know. Anyhow, just everybody take care and well, the week's supposed to be good. That's all I can say. I hope he is. Anyhow, I got my tomatoes are growing. I got flowers on them coming on now, so when belongs be picking them. Anyhow, I got one birthday today. Is a dear friend of mine is Dominic Palmer up there, Camborne. Happy birthday to you, boy. Have a lovely day. Think about it, but just enjoy yourself, all right? Best you can. Now, we did a little bit of fundraising down the new church or new chapel down by the Warmwall there Friday evening. I did some dialect stores and a little bit of history. We had a fantastic group there. We well, raised a bit of money for the chapel, so that was nice. So I'm going to do one here today by Johnny Barber, and it's called The Good Old Times. But his daughter, Irene, sang two fantastic um, songs from this book as well. So thank you, Irene, for what you've done. This is called The Good Old Times. We often sigh for the good old times when observing the trend today, recalling only the things we loved that have changed or passed away. The good old times when the shops were filled with all that you wished to buy. Have you noticed how cheaply the goods were priced as you passed with a longing eye? There was always a problem of ways and means and the struggle of make and mend. Though a pound would go a long way then if you had but a pound to spend. And always we had to scheme and plan how best to make ends meet, when often there seemed more backs than shirts and far less shoes than feet. And saffron was cheaper than bacca now, and bacca was cheap as chalk. Yet many would draw on an empty pipe because they couldn't afford to smoke. And yet we were thankful for mercies small, just a plain and fulsome feed, a coat to wear and a bed at night would suffice our humble need. Though the dinners were good, I must allow, there was none of your drabs and dribs, but a bellyful of the sort of stuff that would help you support your ribs. A heaping pan of hot raw fry or dish of steaming stew, and a good salt iron wasn't bad, along with a spud or two. But a pasty was always a favoured meal, what a sight for hungry eyes, for whatever was lacking in fat and lean was well made up in size. And happy times the woman had when they met on a sharing night, with their mugs of tea and a dish of rich, hot, heavy, touched up light. And then when things were passing fair, if you know like what I mean, they'd sport an extra my each and rise to a nog of cream. Aye, the good old times, but we had our laughs and managed to weather through, thankful alike for health and strength and a berth with a willing crew. We'd fish the seasons through the years for mackerel in the spring, and often in the summer time the cobbled streets would ring with cries of "Eva, Eva," and young and old would run to help about the pilchers, being old in by the ton, while some would set a distant course and yearly venture forth, equipped with herring nets and gear, to Ireland or the North. Then season up and summer spent, on Smeaton's pier we'd stand, to welcome home the little ships as they returned to land. The boys would rub to grab the bags as feathers stepped ashore, with visions of a bust-up time on Scarborough rock galore. Well, Grandpa had a new clay pipe and half a yard of twist. It took a bit of thinking out that nobody was missed. When all the fleet were gathered home, 'twas just an artist's dream to view the luggers lying there and riding beam to beam. In waters quiet, clear and blue, beneath a sunny sky, to those warm influence the sails were loosely spread to dry. We had no picture houses then, and no electric light, nor wireless sets to listen to when settled in at night. But then, you never miss the things you've never had nor seen, nor can we claim that life today is more than serene than was the case in days gone by. Maybe we even find that much of which we extol has cost our peace of mind. So when in terms of progress we refer to former days and deprecate the simple things and the strange old fashioned ways, just think of values deep and true, and maybe after all we'll find in things that matter most, life hasn't changed at all. Have a nice day and take care.